Hi everyone, it's me Cheryl. I hope you're all alright. I didn't do a video last week or the week before. The first week I didn't really have much updating, and the second week I just had a real shoulder slump. I couldn't be bothered. And now this week I might not even be able to upload it because the arse keeps falling out of our internet connection. I'm so unimpressed with that thing. If it had a face I would slap it. So today is Wednesday afternoon, so goodness knows when you're going to get to see this video, so I really will have to actually be brief, just to make it as small as I possibly can. So updates on what I've been doing. I made a lot of progress with the 10 stitch blanket on the loom, and it probably looks no different really from when I last showed you with the squidgy mess, except this is the 4th skein. And I've got one more to go. I've no idea how, I'm sorry, that's the chair on the patio. No idea how big it's going to end up. That's the back, I think. Is it the back or the front? I would say that's the front because it looks neater. But it really is quite big. But I like the way it's coming out. I'm about to turn another corner, so I'm there. So hopefully it shouldn't be long before. I'm trying to figure out where I last joined. Let me see. Because I did actually leave quite a bit of tail this time round. And I've lost it. Where is it? Oh, it's on that side. Okay. I was hoping it would show up through on the other side instead, but I can sew that in anyway. So that's where I joined. That's the 4th skein. So the 4th skein has taken me up there, up there, up there, round the corner there, and it's at this corner now. So if I don't go very far now, it's getting bigger. So I'm going to put that down because it's quite weighty. It's so nice out here today. Been nice last few days anyway. Okay, next on the agenda, there's a bit more progress here. Right. So I'm about to do a return pass on here. So you're looking at the front of it. What row am I on? It looks like I'm on the beginnings again. Let me have a look. Now normally I use the knitting night counter on either my iPod or my Nexus 5, my Android, but I've ended up having to do this here, tally chart, because it's, first of all, it says do rows 1 to 8, and then it says do rows 2 to 8 9 more times. Well, you can't really do that on like the row counter thingy where it's continuous. You have to, well, I found it easier doing it on pen and paper. Then, yes, that's fine. So it looks like I've got one more of rows 2 to 8 to do, but I'm thinking, yeah, one more of rows 2 to 8 to do before I do the final 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Once, yeah. But I'm thinking I might want this longer actually, and because in total I have 4 of these, and this is the second one, and I'm still on the front or the back, they're both exactly the same, doesn't matter. I might just do a few more rows. As long as I leave myself enough to sew up the sides and a bit the shoulder, it should be fine, shouldn't it? In theory. But this is it anyway, I'll show you it again. And something I want to mention about this, because I had to figure it out. There it is. It's called the Erin Top. It's a free download. Get through Ravelry, I think. Well, I got it through Ravelry, and then it took me to a website, I think. That smells nice. What's been in my bag? Anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna do some more rows to make it longer, because I like it to go over my hips. Okie dokie. Oh, you know, the other week I met the baby who I made the blanket for. Oh, he was so sweet. I love babies. But it was so nice. I'm at that stage where I just like to go, ah, and have a cuddle and then give them back to mummy. I don't want to keep them anymore. Right, what else? You're not going to believe this. Let me find the right one. Okay, remember my sock? How about another one? No, it's not the same. I promise you it's not the same. There you go. Look. Complete. And how do I know which is the first one and which is the second one? Well, the first one, the toe ends in green. And the second one, the toe ends in blue. Isn't it great? I'm dead chuffed with that. So I'm going to take some nice photos, put them on the blocking, the plastic things upstairs, take some photos, and I shall wear them. And I'm starting measurements for my younger son's socks. And he likes them calf length, and I'm a bit confused because his calf is obviously a bit wider than his ankle. But if I were to do the stitches cast on for the ankle on my stitch gauge, wouldn't it be too tight to go up his calf? I mean, I know the cuff is a bit stretchy, but what if it overstretches it and then it kills the stretch and it falls down his leg? Or it does stay up his leg, but it cuts off the blood supply to his toes. Surely I'd be better off doing like the cuff as per his calf with circumference, and then reducing stitches periodically in a neat fashion before I get to his ankle, because we're talking like 2-inch difference. So I'm not really sure how to proceed with that. So I'm still in the process of doing calculations. I need to find out my stitches per inch for this, a little swatch. What do you think of that yarn? I've decided to go up a needle size as well. I'm doing 2.5mm instead of 2.25, largely because he's got a bigger foot and I just don't want to keep knitting and knitting and knitting and never feel like I'm going to finish. So that's the reason. But it's still very nice and quite dense. It's fine. So that's what that looks like. And I'm sure I've showed this on a video before, how it looks like. It's quite sunny out, so I might not get the full benefit of the colour. It's quite a space colour, but anyway, I was surprised that when I look at this, I automatically see red and green. I mean, I know there are other colours in there, but they're the ones that really stick out at me. So here's me thinking, oh, it's largely going to be red and green, how lovely is that? And then it isn't, it's quite dispersed, really, and interesting. So I'm just at the calculation stage with that, and I'm like I said, I'm confused about the calf cuff rather than the ankle cuff. 2-inch difference. I don't know what to do. And I know Pam Chatfield, Yarny Nana, was asking about how much yarn was used and how much is left from socks. Well, I've got this left and I measured it. I didn't measure it, I weighed it, sorry. And it's 33 grams out of 100 gram skein. And it's got me a pair of ankle socks. So obviously I could have went a bit bigger. I'm not sure about a full knee-length sock. Who wears knee-length socks these days? Does anybody still wear knee-length socks? Or is that just for like little kids? Anyway, so 33 grams, so less than half. So I might get a third sock out of there. Who would want to knit a third sock though? It just reminds me of that joke where a woman sees a friend knitting 3 socks and she said, why are you knitting 3 socks? And the knitter says, well, since my son's been in the army, he's wrote back that he's grown an extra foot. Right, I think that's all my news. So I shall wrap it up here and trim it down, and hopefully it'll upload. It might upload today, but hopefully it will upload without much problem. And hopefully it won't be like next week by the time you get to see it. Okie dokie. Oh, also thank you everyone for your lovely birthday wishes for CJ. He was 21 yesterday. Wow, 21. I remember being 21. I went to Paris and we had a meal on the restaurant boat on the River Seine. It was lovely. 21, my goodness. I feel old. I'm officially old. Oh, maybe I'll be officially old when my youngest is 21. Anyway, I'll definitely go now. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.